Hey everyone! I know that I am very behind on this trend, but I thought today I would do a video answering your assumptions about me. I know that this was a big thing a couple of weeks ago, maybe even about a month ago now or more. It was a huge thing on YouTube and on Instagram, and I'm one of those people that when everyone else is doing it, I don't like to do the same thing everyone else is doing. But today I thought that it would be a fun video to film, and you all do not want to miss one of the answers to an assumption that I got from so many of you. I wanted to show you guys this little one. I have my yarn in the background there. Yeah, it's still sitting there from the video I did going to the craft store, because I've been working on some projects, which I might share soon. But anyway, here's this little guy. He looks so cute. He's just in a really simple outfit today. A little shirt with bears on it, a diaper, and some plain socks. I also wanted to do this video because I want to find more ways to interact with you all, since YouTube still hasn't given back comments to millions of videos and creators on YouTube. And I thought this would be a fun way to interact with you guys a little bit. Alright, I have the camera on the tripod now so that I can read your assumptions and have my hands free. I wrote them down in a notebook so they would be really easy to go through. I have 12 of your assumptions. I may have missed a few assumptions, but I don't want this video to be like half an hour long, so I just picked 12 of them. And if you guys like this video, make sure that you click the like button so that I know, and maybe I'll do another one in the future answering more assumptions from you guys. Some of them came from Instagram, and some of them came from YouTube. So let's see. The first 4 or 5 came from Instagram, and the rest came from you guys on YouTube in my community section. So let's get started before this video gets too long. 1. Your parents paid for all of your dolls. This is something that I have talked about, which I get a lot in the comments, is people thinking that I'm a teenager or I'm a child and that my parents buy all of my dolls. The reason why people assume this, I think, is because my voice sounds very young. But that assumption is wrong, because I am an adult. I'm in my 20s, I'm married, and all of my dolls I have purchased with my own money. I do not even have contact with my parents because I had an extremely rough childhood. Yeah, so that pretty much sums it up. No, my parents did not buy my dolls for me. I am not a teenager, I'm not a child. Someone said, you like to shop at Walmart more than Target. I can see why people would assume that, because I do a lot more Walmart outing videos than Target outing videos. Let me explain why. And I guess, in a way, me and my husband do prefer Walmart to Target. If I were to pick a store where I was just going to film a video with one of the dolls, it would actually be Target that I would choose, because I really like all of the Cat and Jack items, and I think that their baby items are a lot cuter than Walmart's. That's just my opinion. But the reason why you guys see more Walmart videos is because that's what my husband and I prefer for grocery shopping. So we end up going there, and usually we'll go to the baby section and we'll film a video for you guys and take one of the dolls along. And then after the camera is turned off, then we will go and get our grocery shopping done. So it's all done in the same store. But I can definitely see, I can definitely see why Someone assumed that I like Walmart more than Target. Someone said you like smaller dolls over bigger dolls. This is actually pretty accurate because I know you guys have noticed I've had so many small babies in my collection versus toddlers and larger babies. And a big part of it is space. I don't really like how much space a toddler or a larger baby takes up. And I also love to cuddle my dolls and hold my dolls. Toddlers are a lot harder for me to hold and carry around, so I don't like them as much as I like the littler babies. Someone said you spend too much on baby clothes and accessories. So, of course, sometimes I would say I do spend too much on baby clothes and accessories. But over the past year and a half of collecting, maybe more like 2 years of collecting, I have worked really hard to not spend too much on baby clothes and accessories. So usually what I'll do is if I plan on going shopping for baby items for fun, then I will sell a lot. Like I'll have a little sale and sell some of my baby items online before I go shopping for new items. And that way I can still have new items, but I get rid of older items that I haven't used or that I don't use. And then I'm not really spending extra money on doll items. Also, over the past year, I have done so many baby sales. I have sold so much of my baby items that I had for my dolls. So when I do the nursery tour, you guys will see that. And that is one thing that I have been working really hard to do, is to downsize my doll clothing and doll accessories collection, which I have successfully done. I have been working on buying more items that I am going to use for a very long time that I really, really like, instead of having a bunch. So I guess the answer to that assumption would be currently no. I don't feel like I spend too much on baby clothes and accessories. I also like to shop secondhand, which you guys know that. So usually when I shop secondhand, I don't spend too much money either. 5 is you don't want kids, so you have reborns. That is definitely not true at all. Me and my husband do want children, and to me, dolls and real children really cannot be compared. They are two completely different things. These dolls are pieces of artwork. They're beautiful. They resemble a real baby in looks, and when you pick them up, they're weighted to feel like a real baby. But to me, that's kind of where the comparison stops, because they're just not the same thing. Real children are a huge responsibility in so many ways and should be taken seriously when you decide to have a child, whereas these dolls, you can, in quotes, adopt them and enjoy them, and then if you don't like something about them, you can change it, or you can sell the doll and get a new one, or whatever. You guys get my point. They're two completely different things. But anyway, so the answer to that assumption is that we do want children. Okay, number 6 is someone said, I assume you and your husband get weird stares when you take out your reborns. No, actually we don't, because I almost always have them in a car seat, and my dolls are so realistic that people just assume that they're real, unless they come up to talk to us about them and they say, oh, your baby's so cute, and then I'll tell them about the hobby, and we don't really hardly ever get weird reactions. We've had a few people say, oh, that's kind of creepy, And I can understand why people say that the dolls are creepy because they're so lifelike. Even for me, this doll that I'm showing on camera right now, he is so cute. And in person, his eyes look so real. When I opened his box, when I got him, I was actually a little bit creeped out by how real he looked. Like, his eyes just, they look like they're actually looking at you. And I hardly ever get that feeling when I get a doll, but he's one of the very few. So I can understand why people would think they're creepy. But anyway, we don't really get weird stares. Hardly at all. Unless we have taken a doll like out of the carrier and we're showing it to people and talking about the hobby. And then we might get a few weird stares and people saying they're creepy. But for the most part, reactions are super positive and people love them. Let's see. Number 7, someone said, "You really don't like dolls, you only have them for entertainment." That is definitely not true. I don't think that I've told like my childhood story of collecting dolls, but ever since I was really little, I remember being like 3 years old and having a collection of baby dolls, and those were my favorite toys to play with. I remember having like a little baby doll bassinet and all of these things for my baby dolls, and all I wanted to do was play with baby dolls. And as I grew up, I think when I was about 8 years old, I had a doll collection. I had American Girls, I had some baby dolls, I believe I even had some porcelain dolls. I just loved collecting dolls. So I have always loved dolls, and then when I got into my teen years and I found Reborns, I started collecting them, and I love it so much. Even if I wasn't doing these videos for you guys and running a YouTube channel, I would still collect dolls. Definitely, I would still have my Reborns. Okay. So that assumption is totally not true. Alright, let's see. Number 8. Someone said, "I assume that your husband secretly doesn't like Reborns." Definitely not true. My husband, he really actually enjoys doing the hobby with me, and we take the dolls out. He doesn't mind at all. He actually really loves pushing the stroller, and it's just so funny to me. And he tells like everybody at work about the dolls and about my channel. He's super proud to talk about it, and it's so funny to me and so sweet. He's not obviously as involved as I am in the hobby because this is still my hobby and not so much his, but he does enjoy the dolls with me, and you guys know he'll film videos with me sometimes, but he's not too much into filming videos with me, really. And if I ask him to take a picture holding one of the dolls or something, he's always like, "Ugh, like, do I have to?" But sometimes he will. And if I'm trying to name a new doll and it's a name that he just doesn't like, or he does not think that it fits the doll, he will tell me. He will say, "No, that is a terrible name. You cannot name them that." He will tell me if he thinks that a doll is ugly or not. He will just be very honest, and he'll say, "I'm sorry, I just don't like it. It's ugly to me. I really don't like that doll." There's been a few babies that he just did not like. One of them was my April sculpt. You guys knew her as Abigail. He did not like her at all. And he said that she was ugly. So he's very picky about the dolls, but the assumption is not true that he doesn't like my dolls at all. He really enjoys the hobby with me. Okay, number 9 is, someone said, I assume you are a super calm but happy person on and off camera. Okay, I would say that I'm usually a pretty happy person, or at least I try to be. I try to keep my channel a super happy, positive place and try not to bring much, if any, negativity onto my channel. Obviously, we all have bad days, so sometimes if I'm just feeling really down, I just won't do a video. Even if I feel like filming it, I know that, you know, my sadness or like, you know, me just not feeling like myself will come over on camera, and so I sometimes won't film on those days. Now, as for me being a calm person on and off camera, actually, I'm not a super calm person off camera. I would more describe myself as a very anxious person. I become very easily anxious about even the silliest things. So, yeah, I think that's one I hadn't told you guys before. Okay, the 10th assumption I have written here is, I assume you have reborns all over your house. This is another one that I get a lot. A lot of people think that I have a ton of reborns because I've had a lot of dolls on my channel, but that assumption is not true. I actually usually only have 3 to 6 dolls in my collection at a time. Currently, I think I have 5. And it is constantly changing because I can't afford to just buy tons of dolls. The way that I have to collect is I have to sell dolls to get new dolls. I can't just go and buy new dolls whenever I want to. So in order to enjoy different dolls and to really get an idea of what I like and enjoy different artists' work and different sculptors' work and all of that, I have to sell dolls to buy new dolls. So a lot of people think I have like 50 dolls in my collection when I usually only have around 5. And as for them being all over the house, no, not at all. I keep all of my dolls in one place at the same time. They usually stay all in the crib together or just in the nursery area, but I don't have them scattered all over the house or anything like that. Okay, now here is the big assumption that you all have been assuming and waiting to hear about. So here we go. At least 10 to 15 of you put the assumption on Instagram and on YouTube that you think that I'm expecting a real baby. And the answer to that assumption is yes, we are. I haven't announced it officially on my channel for so many reasons, which my husband and I are working on a video all about this, but we haven't gotten the chance to finish it and upload it yet, but it is coming, hopefully. But yes, we are expecting a real baby, and our baby is an absolute miracle baby. I hope that our story will inspire others and encourage others to not give up if they want children of their own. So yes, we are so beyond excited to share with you guys. Actually, a big part of the doll community has known for a while, but I haven't announced it on YouTube, so now you all know. And so many people have asked if they can send gifts for the baby, so I wanted to also just briefly mention that we are thinking about doing a virtual baby shower. If you guys would like to send anything, we're not asking for anything, but we appreciate that so many of you are so excited for us in starting this new adventure in our lives. So we appreciate every little gift, and we have received a few already. So I will do a whole separate video all about all of that. Okay, so let's move on to the last assumption. Someone said, if you're pregnant, you're going to stop making videos. And no. I promise I will not stop making videos. Like I said before, that my dolls are completely different from a real child. Yes, my real child will come first, of course. Of course. But my dolls are still going to be my hobby. They're still going to be an art form that I collect and enjoy. So I will not be stopping my YouTube channel anytime soon at all, I promise. And I do believe, and I forgot to write it down actually, but somebody did ask if we would be starting a family channel, and that's something else that we are considering at the moment, but we are unsure for a lot of reasons, which again, we'll have to do more videos about this later. But I will still be doing doll videos. Don't worry, my channel's not stopping. And as a matter of fact, I have like 20 videos planned for very soon. And our baby's due date is coming up really, really fast. I mean, time has really flown so fast. And so during that time, I'm going to have videos already pre-filmed and ready to publish for you guys, so that even while I'm adjusting to becoming a new mom and spending time with my baby and with my husband, there will still be videos going up for you guys. And again, we'll talk about that more later. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I've been trying so hard to come up with more ways to talk to you guys more and interact with you because of the silliness with the comments on YouTube. Alright, this video is super, super long, so I'm going to end it here, and I'll have more videos coming for you guys soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.